So we have understood about the assert statement, because whenever we are using assert, what is happening over there? That particular condition should be fulfilled. If it is not fulfilled, what is happening? You are getting an error, right? Obviously. Then there is also a part in Python programming, not only in Python programming, in any programming language, you can, while creating and executing programs, they may obviously go it wrong at some stages, right? Because during compilation or during execution, that's where we have some kind of exceptions where we can do it, because errors that occur during compilation are called as syntax errors, but errors that occur during execution are called as exceptions. That's very important point, and you can handle that exceptions by using try, except, finally. So finally is generally not used mainly. Try and except are the widely used keywords where we go for exceptions. So whenever we call it as exceptions, basically errors that occur during execution. Because while we write syntax, even though Python programming is an interpreted language where you use only interpreter, we have also seen how to understand the debugging mode by converting the bytecode, right? So it's simple. You are trying to understand how do you handle that exceptions in this video by using try and except. So errors that occur during execution are generally called as exceptions. So that's what we are trying to handle. So understanding exception handling statements is very important, because this plays a very key role in programming when you take any errors. Because generally, to understand errors, let's use our interactive mode. Suppose if I write like this, you are getting a syntax error, because if you write like this, if I try to give like this, you get type error, because syntax error, type errors, you are writing mistake because it is unable to compile, right? Obviously, that's where these are syntax errors. Syntax error is you are writing mistake in the way the documentation of Python is not supporting. Obviously, you have value error, index error, and you see indentation error. What happened here? Because you are trying to store something, and if you give like this, name error, because p is not defined, you have all these errors. Because we'll also work on types of errors when we go for functions, and we'll also work on taking multiple input from user. We have so many things, but make it simple whenever you are understanding exceptions, because exceptions plays a very key role in mainly in Python programming, where you just try to handle them by using mainly two keywords, where those are generally called as try and except. Because try and except play a very wide role. Finally is not mainly used, because what do you mean by finally? You are coming out of the end of the block. So basically try and except play a very key role, and in the PPT I gave the same thing. So try and except blocks are widely used to deal with exceptions. So that is the reason I told you we'll be working on 35 keywords in Python. All of the keywords will be working on it. We have already understood with the help of if, elif, else, for, while, pass, break, continue, assert. 9 keywords we have understood in this series of videos. So basically, now we'll be working on 2 more keywords, try and except, along with finally. Because when you go for try block, the basic definition is, what do you mean by try? You just hit on trying it, right? You just try to enclose in it the code that you try to anticipate will cause an exception. Something you are enclosing in it the piece of code. You are enclosing in it the code where you try to anticipate. That means you are trying to wait. That will cause an exception. And your except will handle that error. That's it. The meaning of exception is except this person, except that person. You are just giving some priority in that way. In the same way, your except will handle the error, and you need not worry. You need not know the types of errors, because we also have the shortcut to get the list of all built-in types, where directory of built-ins will give the list of errors and functions. We'll be learning it. So as of now, you just need to understand what is the piece of code you are writing and what is the type of error you may get. You just need to forecast it. That's it. So what does this except will do? Except will catch the raised exception. So for every try, there should be except. That is mandatory. Catch the raised exception. Because for every if, there need not be else. But for every try, there should be except. Now let me take the same program and try to explain it with the try except blocks, where if you do the same program, what happens when you enter any other number which is less than 0, you get an error. I don't want to see this error, I just wanted to catch this assertion error. That's where I just included try block here. I just write try. So let's take input from user. So this input, let me prompt it in the above line. Just take it input here, and now you keep up your try block and just see you are using colon. Obviously indentation comes into picture, and just make sure you follow the syntaxes. So try block is done. If you try to save and execute it, you see unexpected end of file, because it is expecting except keyword, you did not give it, so you definitely get an error. So you just need to write except. So when you write except, the exact thing is for every except will write the error, but here if you don't know the error, just do it as it is, because you are using only one except block. But for any try block, you can have multiple exceptions. If you are having multiple exceptions, you need to write the type of error also. Now I'll just prompt the user, check the input you have entered. That means he'll understand the error. You see, when I execute this, when I try to execute this, if I enter -2, I will no more get the error, because you see, that has been handled by our except block. That's where you see the wonder. You're just understanding how to use try and except, because for assert, we are trying to make sure the condition is satisfied. Now I'm using except, it's done. Suppose if I use one more except here, one more except, and if I give again print of some empty, and when you execute this, you see default except must be last. That means if you're having multiple exceptions, you cannot delay, you cannot write it like this. That's what we'll understand now by taking one more example when you try to work on try and except blocks. Because generally for every try and except, there need not be finally, because when I keep finally block here, finally is also a keyword. What do you mean by finally? At last, finally the course is completed. When you understand the course as interesting, you just work on for the next set of videos, you just clearly do it. So finally block is something like, it is not related to any other thing. Something like if I give happy ending, irrespective of your input, whatever you give, you get every time. For every positive input, you get the result 25 and happy ending, because try block is just trying to execute the exception. And if you give negative number also as -25, you see you are getting, check the input you have entered, again happy ending. So finally block doesn't depend upon try and except. It is also not mandatory, right? Now let's try to take one more example and try to understand how to use this try and except by understanding multiple exception blocks, right? Now I'll just make this as comment. I'll just keep, I don't want to see every output. That is the reason in the beginning we have used interactive mode, because for every print, for everything to be seen on the output, I should write print, right? Now my problem statement is to use multiple exceptions. Okay, to understand multiple exceptions, I just need to think up in a such a way that first I'll take input from user. Okay, now I'll directly write try. You can give input above or after, it's fine. I'll take input from user. A is equal to int of input of enter a value. So I am taking input from a user, and again B I am taking A is equal, B is equal to same int of input of enter another value. Okay, so that user will understand how to give input, save. And when you just try to give A by B, you are getting some logic, right? Yes, that's what we are trying to do now. So I'll take C is equal to A by B. I am using floating division here, so you get the result in float value. That means if you take B as 0, what happens? Definitely you cannot have denominator value as 0, right? It is infinity or undefined format, right? That's where you are getting a different result. So C is equal to, in this way I am trying to prompt. So if you just execute this, you see, because you're not writing except, right? Yes, give one except block, give an except block, and let me try to print denominator is 0 when you give 0. Okay. Now let me save and execute. If I give 5, if I give 2, C is 2.5, very good. And if I execute one more time, if I give 5, if I give 0, what you are getting over there? Denominator is 0. That's where you are getting except. But you can also get one more type of error, right? What is the type of error? If you are entering B value as float value, right? That is the reason I should not stop with one exception. I should give one more exception. That means, how do you get that error? Suppose if you give like this 5 by 0, you see, you are getting 0 division error, right? Now I'll prompt this error here as except of 0 division error. You see color changing, 0 division error. That's where you just try to make sure. And what is other error you can get? That's what I told you. Just read the errors from the beginning. You will get value error. Except just keep this as value error. See, color is changing to violet color. And print, you are just giving unable to convert string or float to integer, because user may enter anything. No, user, if we are asking int of input of, if your user entering Saket is string, so you get value error, because that's what we have learned when we taking up input from a user. So what other things you may get? Think logically. If denominator is 0, you get 0 division error, this exception. If you are getting any other input, because if you don't give any other except, if you don't write this, it will ask you that default exception should be last, because if you don't know any other error, you can just give default exception. Something like, you can ask user that as some unknown error, okay. Possibly given problem statement will have mainly 2 errors only. That is, if denominator is 0, it is 0 division error. If the input value is wrong, it's done. Let me prove it. When I enter 5 and when I enter 0, what I am getting? Denominator is 0. That's where it is prompting from 0 division error print. And if I execute one more time, and if I give 2.3, it will not take next input again. Obviously, you will go to value error. So that is where you see. And if I again enter it, if I try to give in the format of square brace 1, 2, 3, 4, you see, again unable to convert, because this is a value error. That is the reason, if you don't know the type of error, just try to make it manually, because we'll also see the different types of errors. That's where you generally go for, when I just make it simple, when I just go with this point, when I directly give, we have a shortcut like directory of _ built-ins. When you just print this, you get the default list of all errors. You need not remember all the errors, you need not worry. We will be working on the built-in functions also when we go to functions. So just make sure that when you are working on exceptions, if you are having multiple exceptions, just make sure that default exception is last. Otherwise, it will not accept. Because think logically, what are the errors you may get? Just try to prompt that errors as error here, and then write the error. If you see the error name correctly, if you see small e, it's wrong, because color is changing to violet color, because these are built-ins. That's where exception plays a very key role when you are trying to handle the errors during execution.